Hi, Monkyvers. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Today I will talk about my experience with girls, and since my last video comedy, I feel like I will end this um cap of my life, like cap. I don't know, season of my life. Like I will end this cycle just by talking about how was my experience with them, but not really. I don't get along physically. I was just in a talking stage, and like what it get to me, get to the point, and leave. Um, but a lot of the lessons that I learned from these girls were like teach me how to love and care about them and just feel okay without like judging, without feel judging, and yeah. So we're gonna start by the first, that it's my friend that is not my friend anymore, but I used to call her Pumpkin, and we're gonna call her with a fake name because I respect privacy. We're gonna call her Lon. I'm using wait. I'm almost forgetting putting sunscreen. I'm sorry, I'm kinda overreacting now. Anyway, I'm using this sunscreen that it's Total Block. This sunscreen. Anyway, so we're gonna call her Elowen. So Elowen and I we met on this app called Hello Talk. That it's an app that you can learn languages and like you can connect with other people. And yeah, I pretty much we talk a lot. We hang out in the sense of like we do often voice calls and all of that. But at first I didn't know because in my mind I was having this big illusion with her because I was drawn to her voice, and she also was 1 year more younger than me, and she was very private in the sense of like she didn't want me to show me her face or stuff like that. So I was like, okay, it's okay, we can be friends, but genuine. I'm a sapiosexual girly, so I created a bond pretty strong with her, and at some point we like kind of make uh we like kind of try because we didn't know each other by the time, but we still want to try to being with with romantically in the sense of like a relationship, like long distance. But by the time it didn't came out, and until I came out, like after or before I get romantically or was talking with Romina was before that, but it didn't last. Like I'm telling you, 2 days at least, or 3 days, because she was very toxic in the sense of like I was making a drawing to one friend. We're gonna get into later, and she was like, "Who are you drawing with? Who are you drawing? I'm sure that you're having something with her, like blah blah blah." And to me, it was not giving at all. So I don't know if she did it on purpose. It was her personality, but I feel a little bit, ashamed for the moment, and I kind of was saying like, okay, and like she gave me like 3 times to don't talk about any girl. She just want me for herself, which is fine, it's fine. But at day two, I feel like she told me, no, I told you to don't talk about any girl, but she was talking with a lot of boys and a lot of people, so it was kind of girl, what you're onto, and I don't know. It made me reflect in a sense of like, don't be jealous and don't be over like jealous over other people, because by the time I was kind of mature as well. Even I was like 18 and she was 17, like because I met her when I had like 17 and she was under 1 year, like 16, and then I turned like 18 and she turned like 17, something like that. And I felt by the moment, like after this happened, because we kind of have a little argument by the time, but it almost last 2 days. I mean, to me, it was nothing much to said because I don't know. I feel like was even real or something. But she, a lot of time that I'm looking back, she always wanted me to push me. Um, I'm using this. And by the moment that I was kind of having this time, because after the illusion that you have with somebody, you kind of see more under and on top, that type of situation. So I didn't know, but at first that she met me, she knows things about me that some people didn't know that are very private, but I don't know if she's spelling because I keep so many things also for myself and I don't share, but I share my things with her, you know. So she at first was like, yeah, but then she got a boyfriend that was from Australia, was kind of older than her, and she tells me after like 1 week or 2 weeks after we like kind of have this talk. So I don't know if she did like on purpose to bother me, and I still didn't know. I don't even want to figure out whatever was the type of thing that she was having. I was pretty much okay with that. Don't have anything to guard on, but I still have feelings for her because, like I tell you, I was sapiosexual. So yeah, but she was not smart. When all this honeymoon phase took down was when I know that she had a boyfriend because she told me like, listen, bestie, whatever. I have a boyfriend. And I'm so excited, and it's kind of hard to be friends with someone that you kind of know. But after all of that, after I know her better, I was like, I'm not drawn to you as much as I want to, but I still have a connection because you get used to that and you become part of that routine. You know what I mean? So yeah, and yeah, pretty much. I kind of we kind of talk until like we started talking, but like friends. I was like, okay, let me find myself another girl, whatever. And yeah, that was pretty much what I was doing. And by the time that I met area, that's what we're gonna call it. She was still 1 year younger than me. My bad, because I don't know. I think after all of this, I will not fall in love again for a girl that will be 1 year more younger than me because I don't know. I don't feel prepared, and I wouldn't want to teach these things to other girl. But by the time that I met Aria, I made her a drawing, and because like I was knowing her and blah 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 and all of that, so it was like more friendly. But after I was respecting my boundaries with Elowen, she was more like, oh my god, blah blah blah. She was over jealous. Didn't know what, like, I don't know. But after all, we were like, with Aria was like more deep because I don't know. We talk. I know her face. I love her curves. She was very cute, and I know all of that until like she get a girl because we were kind of flirting, but we didn't make like, oh my gosh, I want you to be my girlfriend. So I think that she was like, oh my gosh, she's being very friendly. So that was because I didn't have the things clear. I was meeting her. I will not jump, today to another. And yeah, that's pretty much what was going on. So after I know that she posted like a picture of her being in a party with another girl, my instinct was like move on and all of that. But anyway, after a long time, I was like, yeah, it's fine, get that girl, it's okay. You don't feel prepared, it's fine because she was kind of mature in that sense of like didn't know what she wants. So I will let her to figure it out herself, but I will not be romantically involved with her. And yeah, moving on, um, this have like a double N. Okay, we are going to step by step. Moving on, we have Selena, which is not the real name, it's a fake name. Okay, she was wearing short hair, like kinda bald, and like she dyed her hair blonde and like having purple things. But not is the main reason why I like purple. I just to want to clarify that. And pretty much after like a week or two that we were talking, I noticed that she changed herself to like me more. But after like she saw the drawing that I was making to Area, like she blocked me from Instagram because I was like, yeah, this is my bestie, whatever. Because with everyone to take the things slowly, it was like different times and all of that. So I really don't know. She also know my favorite artist by the time, like all of that, and she made me realize that I need to be proud of myself because by the moment I didn't want to wear rainbow stuffs or things that were identify me, made me identify like I was a free thinker, I was a rainbow girl, I was into girls or something like that. But it kind of make me reflect in that sense. And yeah, so this had like a triple N because the first that left me for another girl was Area. The second that left me for another girl was Selena. The third, okay. And the middle, kind of the middle that was inspired by was long time ago, since I have 14. That was my first time that I realized that I have feelings for someone, but without being with someone. It was like a singer that I used to love. Even now I listen, not as much as I can, but I know it's unpopular. So I don't know if I have a dream also, but I was dreaming or it really happened, like meeting her or something. I didn't know. Was like just walking to my mom pharmacy, and then I saw her. I still know or don't know it was like a dream or not. Um, but yeah, I get inspired by her music and herself because I pay so much attention to all the details, all the things that she was having on mind, and I noticed that some like clothing that she was wearing kinda make allowance and like a reference to liking girls. So a lot of people didn't know. I think was obvious for everyone, but to me was kinda new because it was in the middle. Because some girls now those days love to dress more masculine. So to me it was like the deal to having on mind and figuring out deeper and deeper. So to me it was like pretty much the thing that was going on with me. You know what I mean? And after that, I remember feeling like heartbroken when I noticed that I saw in the news that she was having a boyfriend, and I was like, oh my gosh, my bad. And after that, I have a little breakdown because it was like feeling for the first time something that was not friendly for the girl. So that was like my awakening. But after all, I noticed that was like an actor, so I was like, maybe it happened for this. Like she's going to pretend that she's dating someone, so will not make any argument to people. Like was having my thoughts even to me. But after I was like, okay, make peace, and I stopped to follow that because I thought it was bad, to me because that was the first kind of like awakening that I have at the time. That is how you call it, and now I can tell like when someone is figuring out themselves, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's figuring out herself, so this is their time, her time, whatever. And yeah, also by the time I was like praying every Monday, I was a typical girl that go to church every single Monday. And I don't know, I feel like I was battling myself by the moment, and it really made me reflect on who I was. And I never really stopped to pray, but I kinda, at the church that I go right here in my city, is way more different because I pray at home for safety precautions, for feeling more okay, because I don't know, I feel like it's not for me, and I want to stop to have these talks with the people around there, that when you're gonna have a boyfriend, when you're gonna have this, when you're gonna have that. And I'm like, I like just being here, please, just let me in. And pretty much that was what's going on. And after all, I don't know, I get inspired by her in the sense of like she was wanting to be more feminine and then more masculine, but now she embraced being more masculine now. So I get inspired by her to make my song, because I passed also for that phase where I was more feminine, pushed me to be feminine, because I didn't feel comfortable at all just being over feminine. And then I became to be a little over masculine, wearing baggy clothes, all of that, and I didn't feel comfortable. But I want to show my mom indirectly instead of telling her directly. I like girls, and even when she will like tell me, I will try to practice and say to her, I like girls. And I don't know, it was part of the journey. And after all this time, I finally find balance, how I dress. And yeah, pretty much I closed cap with all of the triggers. And going to end this little spiritual talk and go straight into the lessons. I just want to say that this was heartbreaking, what I'm going to tell you, but was better for me. I have my reasons, and I think this is just a little message to somebody who wants to leave something toxic or something that is not good for them, to pursue something better. So with Eloise, like I tell you, she got a boyfriend, and I noticed that she was bi, but I was like asking myself why she doesn't like me back. I mean, if we had an incredible bond and blah blah blah. But after all, I noticed that she was very cold with me, and I don't know, she didn't like me at all, and she didn't feel enough for sometimes, because she told me like, I don't feel enough for you. I was like, but I can make it better, I can be less, so you can feel better. No, it's not how it works. And after all, I spent like a year waiting that she could finally show me her face, but she was not, in the sense of like sending me a picture of her face, like doing video call or something, because she was very, very private in that sense, and I didn't like that. And so after a year, I decided to like block her, because she even added me to this group chat where she was being with her friends. And I feel bad because they treated me wrong, and she was like, from one side she was louding at me, and from one side like was talking good things about me, and like a private chat. So after all, I've been like, yeah, we'll block you and it will be fine, you will be okay. And she also met with her boyfriend to be more okay and all of that. So I hope that she one day will be, you know, more okay, more fine, whatever. But after I blocked her, their friend, like, because this was a month past when I turned like, was like in July or something. July. Yeah, it was July when all of this happened. Like close to August, and I blocked her. And yeah, that was pretty much it. After all, I know that she will be okay. And after years, like 1 year, I guess, passed, and I received a call, and not a call, like a message from one of their friends, and she asked me, "Do you remember her?" And I was like, "Yeah, I remember her. Like, why you tell me that? Are you the friend?" And she was like, "Yeah, I'm their friend. I just want to let you know that she's fine." And I'm like, "I don't care right now. I mean, good for her if it's like fine or not, but I really don't care." And after I had like a shocking feeling because I never hoped that she would come back to me or I would know something about her. And I received the news that she broke up with her boyfriend, and I'm like, I'm not revenge. I'm not a venue. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I broke up with him and I will come back to you, because I was always there for her when she was crying, when she was having things, and she was also there for me. But she didn't want me to be open sometimes, and it was kind of hard to battle that. I know that she was doing Pilates, stuff like that, so pretty much okay. Ballet also, something like that. So it was pretty much going on that time of perspective. And of course, I cried after this happened, but was really what I was needing after all. Like, all of these things happen, I have all of these feelings, but I know that we're like real to me, like, because I can make feelings, I can have feelings, and I cannot have feelings as well. So until I was doing this whole therapy on myself, I was trying to find myself. I feel like I was needing to make also an album that could evolve all these things and just feel and be okay, with what I'm aligned to. So after all, I've been like, I will make this album, I will make this thing, so all of the people can understand what I'm being to and know that um it's okay to leave. And with this album, I promise I close a chapter in my life. And yeah, all of them are like younger than me, so I'm like, that is why I don't like younger girls. I feel like, because they teach me things that I like from girls, and they teach me things that I didn't like for girls. For example, I didn't like the behavior of Aria sometimes, but I love the support of Elowen. I like the communication that I have with Selena, but I been wanting to feel inspired by someone like Lila. That is a fake name for respect privacy. And yeah, I feel like all of these things teach me in the sense of like, you can be whatever you want, but you can learn to live as well and let go of control. And you need to set your standards, because my friend that I have at the time, that is a low end, and that told me to lower my standards. So I made her, have the reason I 3 times, and 3 times or 4 times it kind of took down and of me, and was like, no, really, I will not lower my standards again, because that make me feel worse than ever, and I hope that you will learn something about that. And for every lesson, I will say that with area, I learned that I need to be honest with like things that I go for and all of that. I need to be more outgoing in a sense, like knowing how clear that I can be with Leela. Um, that was needing a lot of realization, a lot of overcoming things, With Selena was more like, I need to be honest with myself, communicate always, and go for it, don't wait always, And with Owen, I need to respect my boundaries. So that's pretty much all the lessons that I have to tell you from the album that I make, and I hope that you can learn something about it. And all of these things like happen to me. I have also now friends. I mean, sometimes like they're not my friends, but they were in the moments where I feel sad or down. You know, even I'm long distance with them, I'm like feeling pretty much okay. And I feel that all of this type of friends that I had helped me to also realize that these girls were not good for me. So yeah, I'm leaving behind, living the past, and I'm free. That's how I call it. And yeah, I finally free myself. I finally did, and I hope that one day understand why, and be with somebody that will be aligned with what I like. So yeah, I hope you can learn something about my experience, and also know that your boundaries are very important. Just because you're hungry doesn't mean you would eat everything that you have around you. You need to also be patient, you need to cook, you need to prepare, you need to understand why you're eating that, not just eat the whole, to give it like a little metaphoric sense so you can understand me better. And yeah, pretty much all of that was like, yeah, with all of these girls, I have calls and all of that, and I call them quite time to time back then, before I closed the chapter, and it was like, yeah, it took me time to heal, it took me time to feel relief, and I got some help around this time. I met some people. I really was like being free of it, and you can love again. Get hurt, you love again, but love is the one thing that we have all in common. We know, we grow, and like, yeah. So I hope you can learn something about me, Monkyvers, and I hope you can understand me better from a much mature perspective without getting into laws, because I want to do something that will be like more funny. Then I will get deeper on it, because all of this were much deeper than what was the first one of the girls that I get um feelings for. So yeah, have a great day, and follow me for more spiritual content, because I call these learnings, not mistakes, learnings. So yeah, have a great day, Monkyvers, and be in peace. Be peacey and easy. Okay, have a great day. Bye.
Hi, it's me, Saori. I just want to tell you that I highly suggest you and highly recommend you to check the link down below of the link that you have there, because there are so many cute things for you. First of all, we have all my social medias, and we have all my links, my website, my new song that I recently upload. Well, one of my covers, but anyway, I upload it. And also, I have my manga and other buttons that you can use to support me. And most importantly, I want to talk about my brand that is called Monkyvers. I highly recommend you buy it. And you can do that by going by the link down below. If you're watching from your TV, scan this code that you have right here. Anyway, Monkyvers, thanks for watching. Love ya.